Alright guys, welcome back to a new video here on this channel. Today I want to give you guys a recap of this trade here. I took this trade on Wednesday and this was actually one of my best trades I took this month in general. And I would say this week we just had was the best week I ever had in this year. You can see it already in the title. I made a lot of money this week. Just one example here on my funded account. You can see here my performance. That's one of my instant funded accounts on Lucid Trading. So you can see the red number right here on the left means that it's a funded account. And you can see just here this week I ended up making $6,200 only on this account, but also across other accounts I made some money. So in general, I think I will come up to $12,000. I don't have this every week. I just want to admit that you can see the week before I made minus $1,600. But in general, you can say this week was a really good example how my model works. And today I want to give you one trade example, how I trade and how I trade reversals. So I just want to give you a quick overview about this trade and then we can just go in the replay mode and I can show you my trade. So at first, why did I took this trade? So in general, what I really like to do is I want to start with having daily buyers. So I think what we can do is, I think I'm just going to delete this here and we can go on the daily chart because this is step number one, what I do every day before I start the session. Just go on the daily chart and we can see here, so this is Tuesday here. So what can we see here? Tuesday already created a swing. I just want to check something real quick. Just need to go back on the hourly chart. Yeah, right. So the trade I took here was on Wednesday and what I really liked was we created a swing on Tuesday. So what is a swing? Just to keep it simple, a swing is when the daily candle, I mean, you can also find a swing on the hourly chart, but for my daily buyers, I look on the daily chart. You can see the candle opened up and swept the previous day high. And this was Tuesday. And you can see the candle also closed below the open and literally it closed really bearish. So for me it was clear this was Tuesday. I was like, okay, I'm really sure Wednesday will continue the down move. So my buyers were clearly bearish. I mean, you can also mark some previous daily lows here as a target. I don't really like to do this, but if you want a draw on liquidity or something like this, you can still use it. And now we can also just see it on the hourly chart. So we can see this was Monday high and Tuesday swept the high and closed down really bearish. So we can see here where this long correction here on Monday. And this is the next step what I really like to do. When we have a clear trend, I like to draw out premium discount. So that's basically what I do. And I always draw these ranges on the hourly chart. I don't use big ranges. I only use the recent price action. So I don't go too strong into the past. And you can already see like this move was really predictable because you can see we really perfectly hit the 0.5 level here and then we got this down move. I shorted, but I will get more into detail with this. And now it gets interesting because now I think we can already go on the 5-minute chart and now I can explain you my trade and why I took this trade. And my internet is a bit slow here. So you can see here I started to draw out the full range and I think I'm going to, I forgot to enable my indicators. And so what I really liked at first, and this is actually when you have this, you don't have this every day, but most of the time you can have this sometimes. We had stacked liquidity. So what do I mean by stacked liquidity? We had London lows here, it wasn't taken out, and also we had Asia lows here, and we also had London lows here, and also we got no sweep from these lows before the open. So this is actually perfect A+ draw because there are a lot of positions open that got no stop out. So for me it was clear we had daily buyers and also these A+ liquidity and also here some lows. For me it was clear, okay, I really want to short, I don't want to long here. And now I think the best thing we can do is going in the replay mode, but I want to do one thing before. So I started to trade here and what I did, I was like, okay, which manipulation move caused this up move here? And I was like, okay, this Asia move was the last move down before we had this full up move. And what I like to do is I really enjoy, I don't enjoy, but I like to draw out standard deviation I can just do this here. Going to explain why. So what do I do with standard deviation? You can draw out the manipulation leg that caused a up move or a down move to measure special future levels for the future to predict a reversal or a target. So for example, you longed here, you can also use standard deviation to see, okay, what level could I target? But what I do, because I did not participate here, I opened no positions here, you can also see, okay, when could be a move over. And I know you're maybe asking me, okay, you have a lot of levels here, what levels are you looking at? I only care about this zone here, so the -2 and the -2.5 zone. That's the one level I care. And also the -4. So I don't really care about the -3. I mean, sometimes you can see some reversals here. If I see a signature that shows me, okay, you can short, I also use the -3, but I always ignore the -1 level, and most of the time also the -3. And at this point here, we had the perfect alignment. So we had bearish daily buyers. We had the -2, -2.5 level here. We had this zone here, and this is what I really want to see in premium. We had price also hitting premium. And now we come to the replay mode, because now I want to explain you how I use PO3, so power of 3. So let's go to replay mode. You can see here the hourly chart, and here's the 4-hour chart. And yeah, let's start. And what I also really liked is we created no swing. So I mean, I mentioned already we created a bearish daily swing on Tuesday, but now on the 4-hour chart and also on the hourly chart, I mean, this one here was a bullish swing, but that's okay on the hourly chart. But there was no bullish 4-hour swing. Yeah, let's play this out. So you can see we're at the open here. And now what I also really liked, we had New York sweeping the London high. And yeah, now it starts. So you can see here, we still have some time. Sorry for this. But now, and that was the first point I really liked. We had now here the 7 a.m. candle, creating the first swing. So you can see here on the hourly chart, this candle swept this high here. So I think we can just draw this out here again. This was the first swing here. To be fair, I don't trade here, so I was in no position here at this point. Now, but just an example, so this candle here created a swing, and you can see now the next candle is selling down here. Just an example, because this is the candle we want to trade. But now we can see, okay, now the 9 a.m. candle is about to open up, and you can see we had a bearish candle here, so it's really likely that this candle is going to continue. And also you can see we had a new 4-hour candle here, and this candle also created a swing here. So for me it was like, okay, we had a bearish daily swing on the day before, now we see a 4-hour bearish swing, and we also see an hourly bearish swing. So for me it was really clear, okay, this is most likely a perfect short setup. But now it's a question, okay, where do you want to enter? Because I don't want to randomly enter here. So what I was doing was, okay, I started to draw out premium discount here again. You can also do this on short-term time frames. And I was like, okay, I only want to enter on entry models in this premium zone here. We don't want to do this in the green zone. But let's see how it plays out. And you can see, and now we come to the perfect example. So you can see price reacted immediately after the open. And now to the questions, where was my entry? My entry was simply here. So I'm always using inversion fair value gaps, and I'm always using the inversion fair value gap that was close to the swing we created. As you guys, I think you know this, I already draw out here this swing, and you can see this swing was formed here. So we had the hourly candle open up and trading lower, and you can see we had here this inversion fair value gap on the 5-minute chart. And yeah, I only placed my order here. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that my order gets triggered. I was at work. It was really like, it was almost the perfect entry, but yeah, it worked. And what I did, I was targeting these lows here, and yeah, that's it. So you can see, bam, like really fast TP hit. And yeah, what's really important is this also was on the short-term premium level here, so that's important to me. And you can see also this candle created another swing here. So we had the 8 a.m. candle here, and the 9 a.m. candle opened up, swept the 8 a.m. high, tapped into the inversion prevail gap, withdraw some premium, and yeah, then we continue to go down. And that's literally my trading model. That's what I want to see. I mean, yeah, I think I was targeting even lower. So you can see it was a 7R trade, like in a couple of minutes. And yeah, you can see on Wednesday, this was Wednesday, $2,200. So yeah, if you have any questions about this, just let me know. And yeah, see you next time.